And the entrepreneurial work can only be done if the entrepreneur personality in us is awakened. Pagka nagising na yon, magtatrabaho yon. Believe me, magtatrabaho yon. And it's gonna be so exciting. It's gonna be a business that is truly entrepreneurial. Entrepreneur within each and every one of us. So now the big question is, so James, how do we awaken the sleeping giant? How do we awaken that entrepreneur so that entrepreneur side of us starts to do the entrepreneurial component and the entrepreneurial work? You will hate my answer because my answer is do some more reading. And I will see you again next Monday. But let me tell you, you have to understand we have three personalities. One is fully awake. The entrepreneur in most Filipinos. In fact, Michael Gerber even says in most Americans, the entrepreneur personality is sleeping. And that's the reason why the entrepreneur component is not very much present. The baking is very much present. The cooking is very much present. Hear me, the selling is very much present. I'm not asking you to take that out, Chris. I'm not asking you to take that out, UMs. No. What I'm asking you is to add a bigger component and the bigger work, which is the entrepreneurial work. And that can only be done when the entrepreneur inside you and me is awakened and is now part of the scene. So those of you who are running your own small businesses, according to Chris, this is a gift for you already. This is already a bonus for those of you who have already been doing your businesses. Whatever businesses you also have on the side. I'm telling you, I'm not asking you to take out the technical work. I'm not asking you to do that. What I'm asking you now is to add a bigger form of work. A more important form of work, which is called the entrepreneurial work. And the entrepreneurial work can only be done if the entrepreneur personality in us is awakened. Pagka nagising na yon, magtatrabaho yon. Believe me, magtatrabaho yon. And it's gonna be so exciting. It's gonna be a business that is truly entrepreneurial. It's gonna be a unit that is entrepreneurial. It's gonna be a branch that is entrepreneurial. It's gonna be a district that is entrepreneurial. Why? Because it's not dominated by the technical side of the work. It's dominated by the entrepreneurial side of the work. Again, for that to happen, we have to awaken the entrepreneur. And so the question now is, James, how do we do that? How do we awaken that? My answer to you, let's continue reading. We're taking this one step at a time. Now we answered last week's question. I think I kept my promise. I did keep my promise, right? Because I promise you, I will answer the question, what is more important than the technical side? I already gave you the answer. If there's something more important, and there is something more important than the technical side of the business, that is the entrepreneurial side of the business. And that work can only be done if the entrepreneur within us is also at work. Alright? So now, I invite you to continue with your reading. And next week, you will discover it as you read. You will discover it. Now you see the conflict. You see the conflict? That's on page 20, right? The skinny guy and the fat guy. Remember that? The skinny guy and the fat guy. The skinny guy and the fat guy, right? There is that conflict between the technician and the entrepreneur. There's a conflict there. There's a conflict there. There's a conflict there. But there should not be a conflict. The truth is, there should not really be a conflict. If all personality understands its place, if all personality understands its place, there should not be any conflict. So you would know where the selling should be placed. And you would know where the management system should be placed. And you would know where the entrepreneurial component should be placed. But the truth of the matter is, it's the entrepreneurial side who should take the lead. Because it's an entrepreneurial venture. If it's not an entrepreneurial venture, the entrepreneur side doesn't have to really take charge. If you're just there to bake, then just bake. If you're just there to sell, then just sell. But if you will start your own unit, if you will start your own branch, if you will grow your own branch, if you will grow your own units, if you will grow your own personal selling, then you have to add the entrepreneurial component. And so next week, I'm going to talk about how do you really awaken the entrepreneur within. How do you awaken the sleeping giant so that the sleeping giant also takes center stage. That's going to be our topic and discussion next Monday.